Bethlehem and the story of Jesus' birth is not a story of warm, fuzzy family gatherings, of wildly diverse people bringing gifts and making room at the inn. It is an ancient yet contemporary story, a complicated story. It is the story of a family traveling over 90 miles to report to Bethlehem for the census. They travel with hardship, finally arriving. Unable to find lodging, there's no room at the inn. They settle in a stable. There, in a manger, a feed trough for animals, Mary gives birth to a child. If they arrived today, would they sleep in the park? Or would they sleep under a bridge? In the words of Diana Butler Bass, the Christmas story insists that God is born in the midst of rubble, under the shadow of empire, into the deepest places of human oppression, suffering, and trauma. And the story is also told. A hope was born with the birth of a child. As we tell this story this Christmas, we know that the violence in Israel and Palestine is part of our story. We know that the recent bomb threat to Augusta's temple, Bethel, is part of our story. Our unhoused neighbors are part of our story, and the children in our nation at risk of being tracked as they flee Texas for gender-affirming care are part of our Christmas story. And yet, hope is also born in our story, breaking through the rubble. Hope is born in the hearts, minds, and actions that we do and have today. The times we greet the stranger with an extravagant welcome, the times we don't judge and instead hold compassion and curiosity, the times we open our congregation wider and broader and more brilliant with radical love. The Christmas story of today is threaded with the birth of hope as a nation waits for peace, justice, and safety. Embodied hope for liberation and justice, hope for peace and safety can be our Christmas story. Once again, we are faced with this annual invitation to light the way forward with compassion and love. We are invited to be resistance in the face of still unfolding oppression and violence in the world, in our nation, in our neighborhoods. The call of Christmas is a call to live our faith, lighting the way forward with hope, lighting the way forward with compassion and love. It is a call to show up at the State House, the White House, the voting booths, the Saturday morning meal prep here at church. It's an opportunity to welcome the stranger right here in our neighborhood, right here in our church. This is the Christmas story for all of us. This birth story of hope is ours to kindle and live into as people of faith when we love beyond our hurts and our fears in a world that desperately needs us. We are the bearers of this Christmas story of light, hope, justice, and love. If we ourselves opening a stall, a latch thrown open many times before, might find them breathing there, what will we do? Where in your life do you find this Christmas birth story of hope calling you?